Before we get to the main program, we're gonna have some special guests come up and say something to you. Will you please welcome singer-songwriter up to the stage, Stacey Barth.
Hi. What's up, y'all? So look, I didn't know that my band couldn't perform, so they're over there. Unfortunately, I'm not. I guess the instruments aren't allowed in here. So I'm gonna speak to you instead, and maybe if I feel the vibe, I'll sing like a cappella. So I come from Haiti, which is a really small little island in the West Indies. And I grew up there until I was 4. I was born in Brooklyn, but then shipped to Haiti because my mom was 19 years old when she had me. And the first time she ever, got involved with my father is she got pregnant with me. So I was her gift. And so she sent me to live with my grandparents, and we lived in a little shack. Like, it was literally this carpet size right here. And to a little person, that seemed like a mansion. We all slept in the same bed, my granddad, my grandma, her servants. She had servants in that little shack. And I just thought it was the best thing in the world. Like, I had so much love. I didn't know I was poor. I didn't have shoes till I was 4, literally. But it was such a loving environment. So then I came to the States when I was 4, and I had to go to preschool. And I couldn't speak any English. And I was a very chubby child because my grandmother fed me. I was born 13 pounds, but in Haiti, we eat. So if you're overweight in Haiti, it's like, oh, you got money. You living good. That's, it's the complete opposite of here. But I was teased miserably by kids. And I remember being overweight and going home and also getting that, my mom would really monitor what I was eating because it's like her friends are looking at what's wrong with her? So I would get it at home and I would get it at school. And so I remember my first suicidal thought when I was in the 3rd grade. And I used to pretend to pass out at school so that I would leave. I'd be like, okay, this is how I'm gonna fall, because if they come for me, I'm leaving. And that was my childhood life. And I remember my first suicidal thought, and I was just like, anything would be better than this. And how cruel, and how I had no place to run to. Even my own mother was looking at me like I was a strange thing, So years later, I'm lit. And I just my message today is I remember feeling suicidal. I'm a suicide survivor. I've had several attempts, and I'm still here today to speak to you. And it's a really hard thing to, talk about. I'm sitting here like, God, why they didn't just let me perform? But, hold on. Yeah. As a survivor, I did a little speech at the Boys and Girls Club, and I was listening. It was like an anti-bullying program. So I was listening to the kids that were being bullied, and I felt so bad, and I was crying, and I heard the stories. But then I heard the stories of the bullier, and I felt even worse because you don't know what's going on at home that's causing these children to come to school and react and take it out on people. You know what I'm saying? So I felt even sorry for the bullier. And the thing about humans is we all want to look at each other and judge. If it doesn't look, the problem with, I think, the core of racism, the core of looking at somebody and not understanding them is a lack of love. You know what I'm saying? We are not empathetic and sympathetic enough towards other people that don't look like us, that don't feel like us. And I just am encouraging everybody today to love as hard as possible and share and be. You know what I'm saying? Um, if everybody could just look at their neighbor and just be like, hey, you there? Hey, you there? I mean, this might be too much, but can we get a hug going? Can we do that? Yes. I'm going to sing this song a cappella. It's called Flawed Beautiful Creatures, and that's what each one of us is. Okay. Sometimes we're insecure, fragile. Sometimes we laugh at each other to make ourselves feel better. And sometimes we lie, sometimes we say things that we really don't mean. But in the moment, it seemed like the thing to do. 'Cause we're all flawed, beautiful people. We're all flawed, beautiful creatures. We're all flawed, beautiful people. We're all flawed, beautiful creatures. Thank you. I didn't have a speech prepared. I was just speaking from my heart. I hope you all leave better than you came. And thank you for hearing me out.
Can we give it up for Stacey Bartz for blessing us with that beautiful vocal? Thank you so much. We're going to throw it back to DJ Busy. Can we hear it for DJ Busy? Let me hear you keep clapping till he brings the music back. To the stage to welcome us, our partner on We Rise from the Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health, the director, Jonathan Sharon.
What's happening, folks? What a crowd. Unbelievable to be here with us on Memorial Day. Real sacred day for us. Trauma is a big deal. Trauma affects our lives. It affects all of our organ systems. It affects our brains, and it affects our psychological well-being. And we have a really incredible treat today. Two creative geniuses who are going to be joining us to talk about these issues in a deeply personal way. And what a fitting thing for Memorial Day because of the trauma that many of our service members experience when they come back. And we as a society have to figure out better ways to deal with war overseas, at home, direct and indirect, by opening our hearts, our minds, and our spirits together. So it is a massive, massive honor for me to welcome to the stage Scott Budnick and YG.
What's up, y'all? Give it up for my man, YG.
What up, what up, what up?
So I want to start off by saying how I met this guy right here. So I'm driving home. I did a prison visit at Lancaster Prison, and I'm driving home, and my phone rings from an unknown number, and I answer it, and someone says, "Hey, is this Scott?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "This is YG." And I said, "Is this like the YG?" And he's like, "Yeah, this is the YG." And it turns out that I was just in Lancaster Prison visiting his brother, Dimitri, who is one of the smartest and big-hearted people I've ever met, and is doing a life sentence over at Lancaster. And literally, after this conversation, I said, "Do you want to come down to ARC and meet a bunch of people who are formerly incarcerated that are doing incredible things?" The next day, he came down. Then a week later, I said, "Hey, we're going up to Lancaster Prison to give some hope and some love before Christmas. You want to come?" He said, "100%, I'll cancel everything I'm in." And we were able to let him see his brother for the first time in 7 years. You can roll those. And we did this incredible visit with, that's my favorite right there. And I want to start out by turning it over to you and just like, how did this day affect you? Like, what was this like?
Man, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was, you see me smiling like that. I barely smile like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a big smile, but now it was good. It was right before Christmas. I ain't seen little bro since he went in. You know, life changed over the past 6-7 years, you know what I'm saying? So he was happy to see me. And then I got to talk and holler at all the people up in there and just hear their stories, and yeah, it was crazy, bro.
Hell yeah. And what, taking it back to like the day you lost him, the day that he caught this case, the day that he got sent away to prison on a life sentence, like, what was that moment like for you?
Man, it was bad, bro. I was hurt. Because I was just talking to him like, you know, he was like living with me. You know what I'm saying? And he was in the streets heavy. We was both in the streets, but at the time, like, my music stuff started, like, picking up a little bit. So I was doing shows and just, you feel me, trying to focus on the music. And you feel me, I come outside a little bit. But he was heavy in the streets. And I was telling him, I'm like, look, you got to calm down, bro. You got to relax, slow down.
That's crazy, because now I hear him telling you, like he is such an evolved person at this point. Like the conversation that I've had you and him, like you both have evolved in such a crazy way. Like, he's nowhere near the same person he was 7 years ago.
He on another level. You know what I'm saying? He telling me about stuff, and I'm like, how you gonna tell me about this and you little bro? He put me up. Now, he put me up on game, though, but he always been like, I knew he was, like, he always been smart. You know what I'm saying? Before he went in, he was talking about he wanted to go and be a fighter and all that, and bombing and all that type of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. But he was always smart, but you know how you get stuck in the streets and you don't really know how to handle it and don't get caught up in the twists and all that. You feel me? That's basically what happened with him.
And do you think, like, I mean, for all these young people getting locked up as juveniles, do you think these kids are born good or born bad, or are they products of experience?
I mean, I think everybody born a human, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, they product of experience and where they grow up at and stuff they've been through and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And you had your experience. Like, now, I remember you telling me you got blessed when you caught a case back when you were younger and went in and were able to escape, like, long incarceration. Someone was looking out for you at that point, because I think they saw where this was going. Love to learn a little bit more about that and how that experience kind of defined and affected who you are today.
Yeah, well, I caught a case, like, I was 18. I caught a residential burglary case, and I was doing some time for that. I got blessed with that because I was supposed to get 2 years in prison. But one of the homegirls I went to school with, her mama was working in the same court building, and she heard I was having a case. So the day I went to take my time, she sent the judge a letter, and then I ended up getting, like, me and a homie, we ended up getting 6 months in the county in a straight. So when I went in and do my time for that, like, it's probably like 3 weeks before I was supposed to get out. You feel me? They started bringing up other cases and all this type of stuff. Like a case when I was a juvenile, so I had to go handle that. But they ran it concurrent, you know what I'm saying? And then there was some other cases, you feel me, they were trying to bring up. And if I would have got convicted of that, I probably wouldn't have, like, my situation wouldn't have been like this, like right now, you know what I'm saying? Because as soon as I got out of jail, I got signed probably like 3 months later. And then, yeah, you feel me, that's when everything started to change and all that. So if they would have brought up that case, I would have been in there doing some more time, fighting the case, all that type of stuff. And it just wouldn't have happened like that. I probably would have missed my wave, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, when that happened, I'm like, damn, I'm blessed, bro. That's God right there. And it's like, all right, I got to calm all the way down and focus on what I'm supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. And now it's bracket. We out here, 400. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, turn up. Ah.
I think we have a lot of people in this room who were blessed, who did time and evolved and changed and became better people. So if you've experienced the prison or jail system, stand up right now. Stand up right now. Let's give it up for these survivors right here. I want to give a special shout out to my boys from that were incarcerated right now up in Santa Barbara at Los Prietos. The probation department in Santa Barbara actually, while they're incarcerated, let them come down today to be a part of this panel. My boys right here. So my man YG doesn't know this, but his mom last night shot me some baby pictures. Can we put those up real quick? So we got some baby pictures that should be going up right now. Oh, that's right. Roll that second one. Roll that second one. Oh, there we go right there. This is YG's mama right here. Give it up, Shoni. Hey, Shoni and YG are doing some incredible things for the community and for the children, for Compton. You want to talk a little bit about what you're doing before we dive into who this guy is?
I mean, we just giving back to the people, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my mama, she really running it. She really doing, she like, do the real work, you know what I'm saying? While I'm in the studio, she doing that. But we partnered up with the mayor in the city, you know what I'm saying? And we about giving back and just trying to show the kids just other stuff while they're young, you know what I'm saying? Because that be a reason why a lot of the stuff going on out here, because it's people that, you feel me? Like, you got people that give back and they do little stuff here and there, but when it ain't consistent, you feel me, it really don't mean nothing. So these young kids need to see some consistency and all that type of stuff and we do that. My mama do that. She always trying to do stuff. When I be like, Mom, I gotta go rap. She like, nah, you need to do this. I'm like, I gotta rap.
That's right, Mama.
But nah, she go hard and shit. Mama, I love you. Make some noise, Mama, right there. 400 ways.
So tell me a little bit about that kid we just saw on the screen right there. Before he lost his innocence and started dabbling in the streets. Like, tell us about that kid. What were his likes, dislikes, loves, etc.?
I mean, I was young. I think I was.
Oh, there he is.
Feel me? I was a baby since birth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was young. I was into sports. You know what I'm saying? I was Pokemon cards and all that, Game Boys. You feel me? I was like every other young player out there. But, you know, I was skateboarding and all type of shit. I mean, stuff. My bad. I was doing, you know, I was a young boy. And then, you feel me? I was into sports. Like, my pops, like, he was heavy on me. Like, he used to be on my bumper, like, sports, basketball, So, you feel me? That's what I was in love with. And, played football, ran track and all that. Then my pops went to jail. You know what I'm saying? And that's really when I started wilding. I was wilding on the low, but I wasn't wilding out like that because my pop used to be on me. So it was a little different. When he was gone, it was just like I was wilding out. And my mama, she was regular. She let us do us, you know what I'm saying? So,
that losing Pops was the turning point?
Yeah, losing Pops was the turning point. And yeah, bro, I got blessed though. So, like, you feel me? The decisions I was making and the lifestyle I was living, it could have turned out like on a regular day, how I was living, what I was doing. Somebody be like, bro, you gonna end up dead or in jail. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
got lucky though. You know what I'm saying? And it turned out like this. But yeah, I was on that path though for sure.
Hell yeah. What kind of advice? I think we have a bunch of people in the crowd here who have been through some stuff. What kind of advice would you give to anyone here that may be kind of on the verge of that F it moment or that giving up moment? Like, at this point, you're older, you're more evolved. Like, what advice would you give to folks that are about to hit that moment or in that moment having lost someone that's very close to them and feeling that way?
Man, I mean, bro, it's hard to get like some advice about that because, you know, everybody be going through different stuff. And like at the time, I was young and I was like lost. You know what I'm saying? When I say lost, like I was going to school and all that. And you know, when you in school, teachers ask you, what do you want to go to college for? Or what do you want to do? And I used to sit there like, what? I don't even know how to answer that question, you feel what I'm saying? So when I look back on this, like that time, you feel me, I was lost. And I hit the streets, I fell in love with the streets. And that was my thing, and I was doing my music, and it was popping, and it was and that's what I was doing. But with the streets, you feel me, that come with, like, what it come with, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like my little brother that's locked up, he in there, and he just sit back, and he like, dang, it's crazy, because it's like, his homies, that was his homies when he was on the street, you feel me? He felt like they don't care about him like that. Some of them, you know what I'm saying? You just get forgot about a little bit. So you end up being up in there. Some people end up being up in there like, man, this ain't even it. You feel me? This ain't what I thought I signed up for. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, some people look back and be like, nah, you feel me? I should have did this. And it come down to that. So when you on edge and all that, you really gotta like take some time and really plot on it and think about, you feel me, the move you about to make and the path you going down, and you gotta weigh it out, like the pros and the cons, and you know what I'm saying? And some people be too young to where they ain't even thinking like that yet. So, you feel me, they get caught up in a twist because it's like they ain't thinking like that because they're young. And then you got some people that's, you feel me, that's thinking like that. And yeah, that's what I say. You gotta like sit back, look at the situation, look at what it come with. You feel me? You feel me? This really what I'm doing? Is this really what I want to do? And yeah, you gotta play the game like that, bro. It's chess, not checkers.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Chess, not checkers. So, man, like looking at your first 18 years of life, lost a father, lost a brother, went through incarceration yourself, got out, and I think in 2009 you did your first show, which was out here. Am I right? 2009?
I mean, I was doing shows since like 2007 or something.
Damn.
But my real show was 2009. That's when I got signed. I did like a Hollywood performance, and there was some Def Jam people up in there, and they came through and they seen the show, and they like, oh, he got the streets. And then after that, that's when the deal happened.
And back us up a little bit in terms of, like, I know you and Ty Dolla $ign and DJ Mustard, literally when you were like, before you were even teens,
yeah,
we're already messing with each other in the music game. Like, tell us a little bit about how the three of you came up, and then we'll move into kind of what fame's been like.
All right, so me, Ty, and Mustard, we linked up probably like 2007, 8 early.
How old were you?
17, 18.
Got it.
And this and at the time I had a manager, his name Big B, he from the streets, you know what I'm saying? He from the West LA, Bowen, all that area type, you know what I'm saying? So you feel me, that's where Mustard and Ty from. You feel me? I was all the way across town, but one of my best friends was his cousin. So when I was in jail, he was asking his little cousin, he was like, hey, what's up with this dude, YG you with? He like, that's my boy. Like, what's up? He like, man, I think I can help y'all and all this type of stuff. And he like, man, I don't know, man. We really don't be, you feel me? We don't be fucking with people like that. You know what I'm saying? So he like, I'm going to tell him when he get out of jail. And then he was asking, like, you really know him? He like, yeah, that's my boy. We grew up together. So I come on. I get bailed out from you feel me, the first case I went in, I got bailed out. So then I met bro. And then he was just talking to me and all this. And he was just like, bro, I can help you. You need to work with this person and all this. So we started working, and he didn't want to introduce us to Ty and Mustard. You know what I'm saying? I already knew who Mustard was because he was DJing all the ghetto house parties and I was performing at them. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't had no connection. We wasn't friends. And then, so Big B linked us all up. And then after that, bro, like we was just doing regular stuff. Homies, friendships, partying, all type of crazy stuff. And the music started to work out, and we all end up coming up together, and yeah, it's a wonderful feeling, you know what I'm saying, when you come up with your dogs.
Hell yeah.
Feel good, bruh.
That's right. And like you're to this point now where, I mean, I've rolled around with you sometimes. It's like you have a whole crew with you. You need security. There's people all over you all the time. It's like, with all the trauma you went through as a young kid, and you battled back, and you're at where you're at right now, which is just a blessing. It's beautiful, and I really do feel like it's God's hand with knowing what you've been through. Like, what are the highs and the lows of fame? I mean, what have been the toughest moments, and what are the most beautiful moments of being YG?
Man, the toughest moments, man. I mean, it's like, there's something I be dealing with. Being YG, being celebrity or being famous or I successful. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the streets. Like, it ain't really too many people that really make it out. So when you from the streets, you got your homies, and then you got your family and all that, but you got a lot of homies. You got a family. I got a big family and all this. And, like, everybody just look at the success, and you feel me? They see me on TV, they hear me on the radio, they see this show and all this, and you know, you feel me? They feel like, you feel me? The homie got it, so I'm about to ask for it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just constant and constant, and it don't stop, right? And then what I be thinking about, how I'm looking at it just like this. I'm like, damn. Ain't nobody wondering what I really got going on in my life. Ain't nobody asking, like, is you straight, bro? What's going on? Like, you feel what I'm saying? You don't know what can be going on. Niggas got to pay taxes. You got all type of stuff that's happening. I got a full family I got to take care.
How many homies have asked you for money since you
Shit, a lot. Like, but it's like, I'm not saying it like, I ain't like I'm a homie, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look out for my peoples. But it just happens so much, and it just be like, damn, this shit crazy with a K.
How many friends do you have that you trust 100%? Friends that you trust 100%?
Man, I got a lot of friends. Like, I got a lot of friends. Motherfuckers I trust 100%. Man.
Mama.
It's like 4 to 10 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's like a hard question. That's shit you really gotta go sit down and really gotta like think about and like, all right, what he do? What she do? Yeah, nah, I can't really move with that like that. Nah. Yeah,
Hey.
okay, yeah, he's solid. You feel me? You gotta do that.
Yeah. The thing that since knowing you, like the thing that always I come back to is like how grounded you are. Like I've never seen ego. You've always been selfless, and like honestly, anytime I call this guy for anything to help the people, it doesn't matter what he's doing, he'll drop it and come. 100% of the time. He's that real.
I'm the people's champ, bruh.
And like, how do you stay grounded with all of this, with the crowds, the fame, the concerts, women, everything? How do you stay grounded? What do you do to ground yourself?
I mean, it's regular to me, bro. Like, I don't think about it like what I'm about to do to stay regular and grounded and humble. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? My mama and them tell me all the time, like, God chose the right, you feel me, like, chose you for a reason, because it's like, I'm the regular one. I'm humble. I'm about my family. I'm trying to help my peoples. I ain't with just blowing money for no reason. It's like, I be putting my people up on game. Like, nah, all the health stuff, drink water, alkaline water. Stop eating dairy. That shit bad for you. You feel me? Stuff like that. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? And it's regular though.
Are you still a vegan, or you give that up?
Nah, bro. I practice vegan. I went vegan.
He only eats organic shit.
Huh?
You only eat organic.
Yeah, I did it for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And it was good. I've been trying to go back vegan, but it's hard because it's like my life is like, it's like this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I need a personal chef. A personal chef every day, that's going to run you about 10 bands a month. I'd rather get a Lamborghini and pay $10,000 a month for the car note, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if that Lamborghini is going to keep you alive, though. That chef may.
Yeah, I know, but, you know, I'm young, so I'm making it. I got times where I make young decisions.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Sometimes.
About the young stuff.
I make young decisions sometimes.
So I don't know if you guys seen, this is the evolution of YG here. We got vegan, we got organic. Have you seen the new fashion? Have you seen the new look?
See the hard body.
Yeah, have you seen the GQ photo shoot? Oh, wait, what? Hey, what we got? What's that?
Yeah.
Roll those, roll those.
Swag daddy right there.
Damn.
Y'all went crazy.
Come
on. Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Rip the runway then, YG. Yeah.
So, I mean, having now read a lot of the articles from the way beginning, seeing you, meeting you, seeing how you have, I don't like using the word change, just like evolved. I know there were a lot of moments. Everyone knows and has heard about the moment where you got shot in the studio. And what have been like the biggest moments of reflection of you thinking like, I may need to evolve, not change, but like evolve a little bit, watch out for certain things? Like, how did that moment affect you? And what are other moments that have got you to where you're at right now?
I mean, when I got shot, I feel like that's what changed me and like had me thinking, moving different. Because before that, it really wasn't nothing, bro. I was out here wilding, like, you feel what I'm saying? We was living like we was untouchable type stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's like a part of YG lifestyle. That's what I'm known for. Like, the homies just like, yeah, YG, he crazy. He gonna go do, yeah, he just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it took a situation like that to happen for me to really be like, all right, bro, that's a message right there. And yeah, I just like, I move different now. I still have fun. I still do me, but you know, I got a daughter now too. So it's like, I'm playing chess, not checkers. And at first, I was just moving. I was moving and was moving. I ain't gonna say I was moving freely. You know what I'm saying? I was having, like, where I got shot at, it was a studio house. So I was over there doing music, and it was a house. So I had like 20, like the night I got shot, it was like 25 people there, you know what I'm saying? And we was partying, drinking, smoking, and all that type of stuff, doing music, and it was regular. But it was just like, it was too regular to where people knew where I was at, who should have knew where I was at, you know what I'm saying? And whatever happened, happened. And then I looked at the situation like, yeah, that's a message from the man up top, because I could have got killed, you know what I'm saying? Real easy, you know what I'm saying? But luckily I got hit in my hip right here, and yeah, I'm good. I'm bowling right here with Scott Budnick, you know what I'm saying?
That's right, baby.
But I move different now. Chess.
I heard a rumor you don't even smoke weed anymore.
Yeah, I don't.
Damn.
I don't smoke.
The evolved YG.
Weed slow you down, bro.
Your daughter must have had something to do with it too.
What, the weed?
Harmony?
Nah, bro. My goals in life got something to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like the weed slow. Yeah, weed slow you down, bro. Get you stuck and have you sitting on the couch high. When I smoke weed, right now, if I hit the blunt, right now, I'm gonna be high and I'm gonna start thinking, what am I doing with my life? I ain't shit. And I just came back from Vegas performing, doing shows and stuff, but I still feel like that, you know what I'm saying? So it make me like depressed. It make me paranoid. My face start itching. It's just like, I don't do the weed, bro.
I haven't in 20 years, except for one day on Starsky and Hutch with Snoop.
Oh yeah, Snoop gonna smoke you out, bro. Snoop came to my show a long time ago, like 2009. I was performing at the Key Club in Hollywood, and I brought out Snoop. It's Tooted and Booted days, you know what I'm saying? This is back in the day. Yeah, so I pull up to the show, he backstage, I go down there, holler at him. He like, nephew, hit this blunt. I'm like, man. He like, smoke with me, nephew. So I start smoking with him, and I end up smoking with him for like 10 minutes. And then they're like, YG, you got to go on stage. I'm like, all right, for sure. Bruh, I come out on stage. I'm in Los Angeles, bro. I'm in my hometown. I come out on stage. I'm like, New York, what up?
Is that for real?
That's why I can't do the weed, bro. It throw you off your game, bro. It throw you off your game, bro. I'm cool.
That's crazy.
Real talk. You probably go on YouTube and find it or something. You know what I'm saying?
We're in LA right now.
Yeah.
We're in LA right now. Your music too has evolved. It's like in terms of like the now a political flair. I remember you like tweeting people to like register to vote and talking about elections. Obviously, we had a certain song called FDT. And like when and how did this evolution in the music happen, and where's it going?
I mean, I'm the type of dude where it's like, I'm not a political, I'm not into the politics and all that, like, deeply, because that's just not me. But, you know, I'm a human. I know right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? When I see some fugazi going on, some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'ma feel how I feel about it. And at the time, it was a lot of like that stuff going on, and it was a lot of conversations being held at the studio and just with the homies and all this. And we was talking about this Donald Trump dude a lot. And then I'm just like, man, I'm not feeling, bro. You feel me? So me and Nipsey ended up making a song about it because, you feel me, that's how we was feeling. And it was like we was talking about it too much. So I'm like, I gotta really do something real. Because we talking about this so much, we might as well really do something. So we made the song, and it like,
oh yeah,
it shook some people.
Yeah,
it made some noise. You know what I'm saying?
I think of all the stuff that I'm troubled by that is happening now is a lot of this rhetoric on immigration and basically demonizing immigrants as animals and as not human. Where I've met some of the most unbelievable people who are not naturalized citizens but are just beautiful, incredible people adding to our community. And as we go down to Compton, where you're from, I know Compton at this point is about 70% Latino, and I've been out to your shows, and you have a huge Latino following. I'd just like to ask you a little bit about your relationship with the Latino community and what's happening in Compton.
Que viva la raza! Hey, no, man. Like, with all that, man, I don't get it. Like, my take is this, like California, like, a large part of the West Coast, like, I think even Texas and California, like, you feel me, this was their land first, right? So it's like, bro, like, I don't really get it, bro, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not a politician and stuff, because if I was, it'd be a lot of stuff different, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I don't get that. But my relationship, man, with the Hispanics and the Spanish people and all that, man, is you feel me, it's real. Like, you feel me, they support me heavy, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love. And that was one of the reasons, like, when we did the song, we was like, yeah, bro, we got to speak up for, you feel me, for the Spanish people, because it really wasn't nobody in the rap culture really, like, saying nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, you feel me, so we did that. And I grew up with, you feel me, with Latinos. Like, it was regular. My neighbors were Latinos. I went to Paramount High School, bro. That school was probably like 80%, you feel me, Spanish people, you know what I'm saying? And you know, in the streets, you feel what I'm saying, the gang culture in LA, you got, you feel me, you got hoods who beef with like Mexican hoods and all that type of stuff. You feel me? That's the gang culture. But like the regular life in LA on the West Coast, you got, like, you feel me, your neighbors is Spanish. You feel what I'm saying? You going to school with Spanish people. You we fuck with each other, bruh. Excuse my F word, but yeah, like, so I'm for the people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going hard for the people. And we out here, bro. We go through a lot of the same stuff, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And it's crazy too, like having gone to the prisons with you and in prisons almost every week, how even that society has evolved, where before there was a lot of beef, and now within prisons, there's an end of hostilities between racial violence, right? So you now have Latinos, you have blacks, you have whites, you have Asians all eating together, playing sports together, when in fact that was so segregated. And I feel like people at this point know if we're going to make it, everyone's going to have to be together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. You got a lot of people in this room that are just like huge fans and have huge respect for what you're doing in every aspect of your life. Any words of encouragement or anything you want to share with this group right here?
Man, take some time out. Figure out what you love. Figure out what you love. And chase the fuck out that thing, you know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Chase your dreams, bro.
DJ Busy, where you at?
Chase your dreams, bro. It's real.
Guys, give it up for YG.
Hey, what's going on now? That's it, baby. I'm done.
400.